This program is brought to you by Fast Signs of Durango. More than fast, more than signs. Fast Signs.
Both La Plata County Commissioners Gwen Lachelt and Brad Blake have been cleared of conflict of interest charges related to 2 trips to Washington, D.C. to advocate on behalf of the county's interests. Earlier this summer, County Attorney Cheryl Rogers received complaints that Lachelt and Blake had improperly accepted paid trips from separate nonprofits to advocate on behalf of La Plata County with members of Congress.
Certainly we were, I think, relieved, all of us, that they didn't find a conflict of interest existing.
The Western Leaders Network paid for Lachelt's trip. It's a nonprofit association of current and past elected officials who advocate for environmental protections on a federal level. Lachelt started the Western Leaders Network earlier this year and receives a salary from the organization. Trout Unlimited paid for Blake's trip to advocate for the Superfund site. It's a national nonprofit that protects and conserves cold water fisheries and wildlife habitat. The local chapter is an active participant in several Animas River stakeholder groups focused on reducing mining pollution in the river drainage. To avoid any appearance of bias, the commissioners retained the Eagle County Attorney's Office to investigate and review the conflict of interest charges at no cost to La Plata County. The results of the investigation were released last week, and findings indicate that neither Lachelt nor Blake violated Colorado conflict of interest laws. To violate the Colorado standards of conduct, actions on behalf of either commissioner would have to create a direct and substantial benefit to the 2 nonprofits that paid for their trip. The Eagle County report noted that the nonprofit missions aligned with formal positions previously adopted by the county, and neither nonprofit received any money or any other benefits from the trip. Partnerships between nonprofits and elected officials with similar goals and policies does not, in and of itself, constitute a conflict of interest.
In the particular instance of both Commissioner Lachelt and Commissioner Blake's travel, Commissioner Lachelt represented to Senator McCain a position that La Plata County had officially taken as it relates to air quality and the so-called methane rule and BLM land. That was a formal position we had taken a number of months previously. And likewise, when Commissioner Blake went, he was advocating a position of support of Superfund remediation at the Bonita Peak site in San Juan County. That was a position that we had taken before. In both those cases, nonprofits had paid for their travel. It just so happened La Plata County's interest and those nonprofits coincided. With the financial situation of the county, we're not doing our own travel for advocacy to Washington, D.C., generally speaking.
To promote more transparency of its actions in the future, the Board of County Commissioners will declare any potential conflicts of interest on agenda items at the beginning of every meeting. In the meantime, if you'd like to read the full report, visit the county's website at co.laplata.co.us.